All right. All the way from Australia to Austin. Salty Dagger meets beat up pocket knife. From Neptune, god of the sea, to Hathor, god of the sky, through the power of the internet, the apple of your eye, and onto my finger. Pretty cool. YouTube paying me. Looked at what I could get with $100 and I thought, why not get married? Shoot for the stars, but are the stars not in the sky? Which means that as much as outer space is black, it can also be blue to the eye. If we're on boats and Bernoulli's principle holds true, then maybe all the stars can coalesce and it's like there's one who knew. Is it Hathor, or is it me, or is it you? I mean, if God is some immeasurable thing, it's like the idea that the spring comes from the mountains that sing when things crack and shake. But can we tune ourselves into the idea of there being a flaw that is the law, which is like consciousness of awe? I mean, how much more does one have to live to understand some sense of there being like an eternal plan? What could I grab here in my hand to emphasize, emphasate, to hold up a greater image in this place? That immeasurability itself is like the idea of choice. And if you come to a place where you can make a decision, the idea that information and everything is out of decision, then there's a sublimation point where the words confiscate the idea that one is right and one is wrong, and they put in their place like a signpost that says, hey, this way or that way. It's not necessarily like saying that you went the wrong way, right? But it's pretty simple. It's just right there in your sight. So you make a decision. You pick something off of some list. You weigh everything out. You try to decipher the fog of war, the mist. And then you come to some decision, something about there being a greater being, like I myself am future seeing. And if I was, then what is the most simple thing that I can do? Maybe it's turning the sky from black into a sky that's blue. Is there multiplicity or one thing that's great in the sea, Cthulhu, mysticism, mythology, Poseidon and Neptune, Osiris and Ra, to Zeus and the Titans, to your mom and grandpa. Maybe everything does relate. Maybe everything is just as great. But at some point in time, it's about the climb, and it's about putting in things that somehow hold time. The idea that you made a decision, the idea that you put down some post that says that you went that way the most.